message? Oh, messages, come in. Come on. I've got intel. Yes, big cat. Skullduggery is afoot. Mixed messages. Devious actions are being perpetrated. But unfortunately for them, you learned as you sat with me on many a morn how to what? Drop down and get your eagle on. Big cat vibe. Pinkies up. Fist bump. Let's go. Big cat, you know, I can be a bit chatty, but I can't see anything without my spectacles of truth. I can't see it for you, and I don't see where you're going. Ha ha! Come in! The planetary energies are, darling dears. Let's get comfortable with our mochas, cause we ain't getting smoked. I've got my Cheshire Cat cup today. Listen, I think, right, this is off topic. I think that the progeny, right, they're sent to you, right, to test your strength when it comes to what? All of your cups, your plates, right, your forks and your knives. If you follow your progeny, you'll be eating from teaspoons off a cracked bowl, and you'll probably be enamel, darling dear, the only one they couldn't break. Because when things get missing, like knives and forks and cups and plates and stuff get broken, it doesn't have any owner. Imagine that. You've got spirits coming into your house to what? Take all your knives and forks, break and chip all of your cups and plates. Baby, they think they pulled one on me, but no, I've got the mummy stare. The mummy big cat stare. You know what it is when you've got your progeny around. If you start tracking them with your eyes, darling dear, they will stop moving in mid-sentence. Their eyes will get shaky in their socket. They won't be able to focus, blood. They'll be frozen in time until the truth comes through. Pinky's up. Anyway, back on topic. We've got quite a bit to unpack today, darling dears, as we continue to drop down and get our eagles on. Yes, baby, loving the beat. Loving the beat. Anyhow, Mars transits Gemini today, darling dears, and it will be in Gemini until when? The 25th of March, 2023. Please excuse the adverts, because sometimes they come with a massage. As I was saying, Mars is transiting Gemini. Mars, the planet of action, darling dear. Mars is the 5th planet. It's also about conflict, your sex drive, and aggression, darling dear. Your get up and go. Being singularly focused, darling dear. Maybe a bit aggressive with it, and the Gemini energy is find out she's naive, blood. Gemini, the twins. It's about what? Finding duality and balance, blood. Partnerships, contracts, right choices. Mars normally spends 2 months in each sign, and takes about 2 years for your Mars return on your natal chart, darling dears. In this mutable, cadent air sign, your energies become less focused and more flexible. Yes, you're a flexible cat, I know. Not flexible in the way some would like, but then again, they're bottom feeders, blood. Again, I digress. I told you I'm a chatty cat. You'll bounce from position to position. Not just on your core balls, darling dear, getting everything tight and right, rocking out the old what? Soul tie. And what? Emotional wound. The core ball is an essential. Anyhow, back on topic. You'll bounce from passion to passion on your quest, because you are always on a quest, big cat, for knowledge. Because knowledge is power. And power is power. And I'll have nothing else said. Sharpening, darling dears, your eye, buffing up your third eye to a bitchin' shine, as well as the tool you have to use on this malpoof in the 3D world, darling dears. Sharpening your eye for detail, darling dears. Don't sweat the small things. This energy is prompting you to what? Take a step back, darling dears, and have a good look at your projects. What irons you have in your fire? Fires. Because you come with the fire and the smoke, big cat. Fist bump. To see what efforts you've made from a wider perspective, darling dears. You'll be able to what? Catch mistakes and learn from them immediately. Let creativity flow while still striving for excellence. Why not? It's the go-to move as you continue what? The Big Cat Chronicles, darling dears. This is essentially important, darling dears, in the upcoming weeks. Why? Because from 2 days from now, blood, you will be in the pre-shadow of Mercury in retrograde as it goes what? Wacky, wacky, wild in Libra, the planet of partnerships and contracts, darling dear. Somebody or bodies will be getting their what? Decree absolutes, or you will be revealed as to the true nature of the person that you are what in bed with, darling dears. Are you sleeping with the enemy? Is it the one that likes to punch the holes in your old rowing boat, darling dear? Things will be highlighted to you, and with the Mars energy, you're gonna do something about it, blood, brah, or stream. You see, this year's been an extraordinary year, darling, yes, the 22. Why? We're getting 4 retrogrades, right? And it's been from what? Air signs into what? Earth signs. So it's all about the money, honey. Your management of money, how you what? Adopt and use your badass alchemist ways to bend the matrix to what? Activate the law of attraction. The Mercury retrograde will commence, darling dears, and you can't get away from it, not unless you've got a rocket ship, and if you've got one, you better bloody well bring me with you, right? Because I'll be obstreperous if you left me behind. Yeah, fist bump. People like to tell me that before I understood myself, they'd like to carry on like I was crack on crazy. Wanted me to what? Stop feeding my unicorn. Are they mad? Listen, cut them off with a quickness. Yeah, skeet. You have to understand, darling dears, the pre-shadow will begin on the 22nd of August, and the post-retrograde shadow lasts until the 16th of October. Libra will be going, Mercury will be going retrograde in Libra until the 23rd of September. Right? And then it will chasse over to what? Or sashay over to where? Virgo, darling dears. Virgo, right? The planet of analyze shit, find out shit. Get to the knowledge, darling dears. Virgo is what? The 6th house. It's about what? Your health, darling dear. Your organization, your friendship groups, darling dears. Not forgetting, darling dears, that Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Right? Mercury is what? Leaning big cat, the 3rd planet of movement, expression, darling dears, and reason. Some of you will be what? Invest in your Skrillers.coms, darling dears. You've what? Expanded your mind. You understand the Bitcoin of it all, darling dears. Yes, baby. We are expansive cats. We've got our paws in many a pie, which we what? Move on in silence, darling dear. We tell no one nothing. And if they know something, it's a what? Speculation and assumation, darling dear. And when they assume, they already made themselves the horse's ass. Yes, baby. So you have to understand, darling dear, being overly critical of yourself at this moment as you what? Take that step back to see the bigger perspective of all of your irons in all of the fires, darling dears. You have to take it easy upon yourself, man. Take it easy. Not so easy that you allow a marauder back. No, that's taking the piss, right? No, I didn't say take the piss with yourself. I said take it easy. Luckily, the Mars in Gemini energy brings clarity, darling dear, something which can't be bought or bartered. Sometimes the clarity comes through what? The hard work of experience, darling dear, the rinse and repeat of mistakes. Allowing someone to see your life as a revolving door, blood. You'll begin to see new ways to harness your own power, darling dears. Yeah, something they didn't want you to do. You'll be creating what? New structures designed to what? Aid and abet in your success in wherever you choose to go, big cat. This is why it's imperative that you continue to drop down and get your eagle on. All must be into, I don't care who it is. What do you mean? They behave and move like Mother Teresa. Well, she's not here anymore, darling dears. They still got to be interviewed. You don't know their blueprint. You don't know if they need an exorcist. You don't know these things, big cat. This is why in this season, as we are fast approaching this Mercury retrograde, right? Using the what? Air energy to what? Line up our what? Observation skills, darling dears. Because you are what? Captain of the red flag team, darling dear. You understand and understood the assignment. You know exactly whom to say get out, Basura, and cut them out your life with a swift quickness, darling dears. Why? To tarry too long would mean you'll get that disease. What's that? The fucking disease, blood. Well, you become a what? Fagin to the truth. Roof. Pinkies up. They see you focused on your goals. Why? You took back your power grid. You've got no more flowers to give to the dead. Are you mad? Whilst they continue to practice lack in their lives, darling dears, with their low vibing ways, because the root chakra, when it's reversed, darling dear, that is what? A homosexual, darling dears. I don't care the age, the gender, race. Listen, root chakra in reverse, blood. The root chakra is ruled by Archangel Samael. Who was Samael when he was in heaven? Was he not God's favorite angel? Is Samael not the light bearer? So when they're in reverse, whom are they working for? And where are they working from? I hear you, big cat. You're saying the crevice of the devil's balls. Yes, I know. You're right. You passed that part of the assignment. And the music is saying with flying colors. Shake it out one time. As you remember how you had to do the what? Slow, slow, quick, slow. Yeah. Skeet, tinky, winky, styly. Winners look at a situation and ask their self, darling dear, what is the reality of said situation? Big cat, the way your ancestral team is set up. Hey! You don't have to bring karma to no one's doors. No. Too busy, darling dears. You don't have to speak their karma into existence. No. They may not get caught for many things that they did, but trust and believe. They have the karma of what? Your success. Hitting them differently, darling dears. It's hitting them differently. They're bent out of shape. Someone is sitting somewhere, right? In a scuppered mud hut. 911 Freddy Krueger mud hut, to be exact, 2 streets over from the loser lane in the district of the Dam, darling dear. Waiting for you to make a decision. They're going to what? Chuck out the dice of life. They're gambling on the fact that you've got cognitive dissonance, that you've got what? Giving yourself an Alzheimer's and dementia. Not casting aspersion on that, because that's a deadly disease, darling dears. Many a great mind has been scuppered in that way. But they want you to be drinking of that big cup of opium. They didn't realize that you developed an eating or drinking disorder in their presence, darling dears. This type of person will get mad, darling dear, and jealous. If you don't respond because you've learned to live the Easter Island and Stevie Wonder way, not allowing your emotions to be pulled about like taffy, understanding knowing thyself is being master of your emotions. Because whom's ever got your emotions in the palms of your hands, of their hands? They're going to work you like a what? A slave, darling dear. Pardon me, that was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth. Pinkies up. Your success is hidden different. They long for your touch. Your what? Alchemist mind, darling dear. Your company, your humor, your outlook on life, the joy you feel from within, the same joy they try to what? Beat down. They wanted you to be a thumber. Well, you said how now, brown cow, and your ancestral team, the way they are set up as your security, are applauding you, as I do too, big cat. Posh clap, as we call in the energies of wisdom, guidance and protection from Father God, Mother Isis, Mother Gaia, ancestors, angels, way showers and spiritual guides. As above, so below. From Keitha to Malkuth. Namaste. Energies. Hop, big cat. What golly and gosh, it's gone to sneaky music. Let me rewind it as we dive in to see what's going on. Right. We're going to kick off with, I'm going to go with the runes. Use the amethyst. Oh, you have two of them. A duet. Big cat. Whatever comes after this, make your wish. You've got a rune of destiny, darling dears. Something is about to be blessed unto thee, darling dear. A gift from the Most High. You heard that? You're about to light this bitch up. Hey, everything is a message in the readings. Fist bump. Baby. Because you also have what? Lean in, big cat. This is Pertho, the High Priestess in Tarot. Yes, baby. Your intuition, darling dear. Your spiritual gifts are about to get what? A level up, darling dears. Right behind the rune of destiny. Are you kidding me? That doesn't come out often, darling dear, but when it does, be prepared for incoming. Because you will be able to take the strain. Why? You've been working towards it. You changed your diet. You're taking on healthier choices. You understood that your hairline comes first. Yes, baby. I got mesmerized by the rune just then, the High Priestess. It represents what? Your seat of Emperors and Empresses, darling dears, because it covers the what? The Vajayjay. It also speaks about something that was hidden, something that was a mystery to you, darling dears, is about to be revealed. This is about answers coming from within. Divine is trying to make you understand that signs and signals are going to be put in your way today, darling dears, that you must simply pay attention to. You can't be asking for what? Ascension, and not paying to what? Paying dust to what? The signals and signs. Pay attention. It may be in the numerology. You may hear the tail end of a conversation, or a bird might cry as you're thinking a certain line of thoughts, darling dears. The High Priestess is ruled by moon energy. The moon rules what? Pisces, as well as Maya. Maya? Who's Maya? Who is Maya? Anybody know Maya? Knock once for yes, and twice for no. Or is it a Maya of subterfuge that you've got to buff up your third eye to a bishin shine? As I was saying before I interrupted myself, this is about what? Someone or someone's are seeing you as a trusted confidant. Why? You realize there's no point being scored by bandying around somebody's secrets, even though they weren't so what? Kind with you, darling dear. You haven't got the energy all the time. Why you sit between Boaz and Jashin, the two pillars of wisdom, darling dears, as found outside King Solomon's temple in the Book of Kings. This is also what? Someone tried to keep a secret. It's also speaking about a family secret, darling dear, which is going to change the destiny of that whole family line. Is it the DNA, darling dears? Because them secrets always come out, mate. Skull Douglas, Panania for Tom. And what did I say the High Priestess ruled? The Vajayjay. Somebody had some corruptive secret hidden for many a year. It's about to be unmasked. It also speaks about what? Knowledge, as well as what? Your feminine energy power, darling dears. Whether you are male or female. Your memory should not affect your mood. Remember, that means you are living in the past, darling dears. And if you're anxious, you're focusing too far ahead in the future. This is why the present is a gift. The High Priestess shows up to remind us that you have to what? Stay grounded. Good gosh. A message, darling dear. The High Priestess will always have they, them, and wondering why. How you managed to bend the matrix. How you got to be the baddest cat. Many are called, but few are chosen. And you have to also remember, darling dears, Revelations 3:7. No man can shut a door that the Most High opens, and no one can open a door that the Most High shuts. Remember I told you that. Good morning to you in Toronto, darling dear. Pinky's up. Belinda C. Wagwan. Big Cat Wave. Rose of Sharon, I see you. Audra Dai Wagwan, darling dear. Are you good? We've also got Maxine Thomas. Florida Time. Fist Bump. And a Big Cat Wave. Ivory Coast, hello, darling dear. And we've got the decoker. We got the decoker with us this morning. Come in, decoker. Give me a cat. Like I was saying, darling dears, secrets are about to be revealed, and it also speaks about ascension, darling dears. As I said, you have the rune of destiny. Whatever you've been working towards, remember, you're about to be blessed with it, darling dears. Be prepared to take the strain. And I always tell you, darling dears, be careful what you ask for, what you focus on, because divine is setting it up so that what? The law of attraction is in your hands, darling dears. Building a new beginning. The High Priestess on the tarot card sits before a curtain, a veil, but it has what? 12 spots, 12 fruits, pomegranate, whatever is on there, darling dears. Representing what? The tree of life. You get a chance to begin again, darling dear, but in a more what? Ascended manner. Remember I told you that? Because they all wish you dead. One way or another. Destitute, living in cardboard city. Walking around barking at passing cars. They want you to be crying at their back, darling dear. When it's celebration time, let's celebrate. You got your jiggy on, mate. When you removed yourself from certain energies, it was very hard. Because you was like, aren't they missing you, baby? Did they call to see if you was okay? Them don't miss you. They're too busy up to what? Point A and point B, guys. I tell you this all of the time. Let's dive in. We're going to lead with the Witch's Oracle Wisdom. And this has no elastic band on. And after I shuffle and I finish with the cards, I reshuffle to cleanse them. Say a quick prayer and then I put them onto the elastic band. This has no band. Base of the deck, because it's the rebirth of you. What did I just say, darling dears? As you rise. An eagle always flies above the storm, darling dear. Never straight through it. Why? Because it understands. Oh, whatever you've been incubating, darling dear. It could be a child, and it could be what? Your infinite possibility, whatever goals and dreams you have been working towards, darling dears. This is your coming out. Parade or partay. Whatever you was working on in silence, darling dear, It can't be hidden. It's out there. You broke ground. Being you, darling dear, uniquely you, using your what? Your second, your sixth, and your 10th house to hone your bag, darling dear. It's about the bag. Why? Because it gives you choice on this Malkuv, and possibly the choice to what change another big cat's life. Fist bump. What else do your ancestral team want you to know? It's hotting up black. And look at them. Watching you like the stone figures. Well, guess what? Easter Island and Stevie Wonder to you too. As you are being watched over by your ancestral team. Remember I told you that? The weapons they did form will not what? Prosper. Because you are a wise cat. Turning your pain into pentacles and your hurt into hustle. Base of the deck. And you are what? Protect. What did I just say? The way your security team, your ancestral team is set up. They have to come through with a big cat. Cat, cat. Fist bump. Base of the deck. Manifestation mode. Oh my gosh. And as I said it, the phone starts ringing. Listen, divine ain't ramping. I told you, pay attention to the signs and signals. I'm on a live, dear. I'll call you on the other side. Hasta la vista and all that. Right. The phone started ringing like I said. Manifestation mode. Write down your deepest, what goals, your wishes, your aspirations. Because you've got to what? Take it in through your eye chakra. And then you'll burn that shiznai, darling dears. You have a photographic memory of instant recall. When you are getting ascension, darling dears, everything is buffed up. But divine does not want you to what? Manifest what you already graduated from. You are what? Professor of the puzzle. Big cat. You're winning. This is why they mad. Manifestation mode. Somebody's also going to try and send you a message. You're going to be getting a text or some kind of messenger. Could be a merchant of slander. I don't know what your paradigm is, but someone is trying to get a message through to you. This person would like to come out of the cold, darling dear, but they are still being blocked by your ancestral team. This also speaks about the intensification of emotion. Their cup is running over, babe. It's running riot with the emotions they feel for you. In their pea brains, these dull-eyed ones. What did I call them yesterday? Trippy talker. Ah, trippy talker. Eyes on everyone, darling dears. Everyone gets interviewed. Because you ain't getting smoked. The way of the big cat is not an easy way, darling dears. This is why we have a Bushido big cat reedy, darling dears, of righteousness, courageousness, compassion, respect, truthfulness, honor, loyalty. And the 8th one is to exemplify and embody these readies on a daily basis. This is why the Most High has gifted you, darling dear, with 6 G's. You're saying what? Yeah, 6 G's. London G Wagwan. Fist bump, as I mentioned, the 6 G's. You slide right through. Bebe. The 6 G's of God, the Most High. Growth, goals, gifts, greatness, and gratitude every day. You open your eye chakras as you kick your way out of the duvet because you set the intention for the day you're going to have. Just saw 2929 confirmation, darling dear, goes to 1111 fade. Come on, darling dears. A highly spiritual number. You are on a journey. And the journey is to learn the lessons. Bend the matrix, darling dears. Because you're about to be gifted. What you wish for, darling dears. Right, let's dive in, darling dears. Let's get some more intel. Base of your deck, you've got the Chariot, darling dear, Cancer energy, moving swiftly forward. It also speaks about success as well as progress, darling dears. It's also telling us, darling dear, that you what? Somebody's about to get some kind of augmentation, or you've got an issue with your breasts or your stomach. Get attention immediately, darling dears. If it's not the augmentation, if you're worried about getting that exam, go and get it done, darling dear. Life is sweet. Pay attention. This also speaks about what? Whomsoever wants to message you is determined, darling dear. They are coming in their what? Flintstone car, darling dears, to come through. They want to get your attention. They're looking for some kind of response. Cancer is water energy, darling dears. This person wants to bring some form of disillusionment or using your emotions to manipulate a situation. Good morning, Christine. Glad you could pop in. Big cat wave. Can you see the cards properly? Better. Yes. Right, let's dive in, darling dears. The Cancer energy of it all. It also speaks about what? The meeting of a new partner. It also speaks about what? Taking some form of trip, some kind of journey today. Whether what? Spiritually or physically. You're going out of your domicile, darling dears. It also continues to what? Show you that you have to be determined in order to bring what you truly want into your existence. Again, the blank rune of destiny, darling dear, is again telling you to pay attention to what you're calling towards you, because you're about to be hit up with it, darling dears. Why is this just sticking on the one? I don't know what's the matter with this, but let's go.
Searching for music for your next video?
Listen, did you hear what he just said? Searching for music for your next video. I tell you, Spirit is a joker, right? Now trick me again. I'm going to make it stick on one. Moving forward, darling dears. It also speaks about invitations. You're going to be getting some kind of a written invitation to some form of shindig, a situation that they would love for you to come out in. But you must, oh my God, I nearly caused what? The rivers of Babylon. The last time I knocked over a coffee cup, I wanted to take a cold compress to my brow and a hot one to my back chakra. Yeah. If you go where you're not supposed to go, and you'll feel it in your solar plexus, darling dears, you'll be standing around the stone figures, darling dears, as they wish wickedness on you. You'll be ignored in a group of bottom feeders that are feeble-minded. Yeah, you're right, Sharon of Stone, not the mocha black. Because I would have to cut off the life, get my carpet cleaner hooked up. I'd be a busy cat. Don't go to this invitation that you're going to get, darling dears. It could be families, old friends, but they were never your friends, darling dears. Not at your shapely back. They was amongst the marauders, the merchants of slander, on the balls of their feet to tear you down, darling dears. Don't go. Listen, it's making my skin itch. Baby, don't go. Your ancestral team is saying it's all frogs black and they're warty, right? As they jump from leaf to leaf, darling dear. Never really a branch kind, no, a root kind of a person. Come through, my dear. We're going for the root people in life, darling dears. The ones that are stable foundations. As are you, big cat. Right. I'm gonna, okay. Yeah. What did I just say? Block party. Leo and Mars energy, darling dears. This also speaks about spiritual protection. We've just seen what? 2 sevens on the tableau. It speaks about what? Circumstances have improved, or improved circumstances coming for you. But you have to keep your what? Block game on. Posh clap. Keep them where they are. You already stood your voice. And in some cases, big cat, your voice was shaking because you was going into the unknown. But anywhere away from a prackle or prackalisha is fabulous, darling dear. You learn how to do the back, front, and side stroke. I begs. What's this? Whatever weapons they tried to form against you, the lies they told, it's not working, darling dear. Sending that energy right back as you continue to ascend, big cat. You are what? A transmuter of light. Yeah, all the darkness they sent, the malicious words are spells, darling dears. the intent, waiting for you to fail. This person is still on pause, unable to eat or sleep, wanting your attention. They better not hold their breath, darling dears. Well, that's their business if they do, because you can't take away their free will. If they want to stop their lungs, that's their business, blood. Fist bump. Let's carry on. Wanted you to be anxious, but you're not anxious. You don't care where they've gone or what they're doing or who they're in bed with at night. It looks like a creature from the backwoods, a tree slough for sure, going, honey, are you ready for some? Whatever they chose, darling dear, they're not happy with it. They don't sleep easy. This is someone that gets up quickly in the mornings, darling dears. They get up quickly. Always busying themselves with something because they're trying to block off the energy that they pulled in. They attracted their like-minded souls. Good for them. Right? Page of Swords, and they're watching you, mate. They're watching you be studious. They're watching you be a student of life. And guess what? Graduating cum laude. Yes, baby, we get Latin up in this bitch. That means with honors, darling dears. Honors that you co-created in the name of Father, God, Mother, Isis. It's pro forma now, darling dear. As a matter of form, pro forma. This also speaks about the spying, somebody who betrayed you by word and deed, possibly even caused you to have to get some kind of medical attention, darling dear. This is somebody that came with what? The wicked words. Words that buffeted you at nighttime when they wanted to what? Get their sexy on. Yes, none of that was happening. Certain things started to occur to you in certain paradigms that you couldn't lay down and be intimate with those that hated you, especially when they're a page. A page, poor. If that's not your progeny, blood. Page of Swords is somebody who is what? They're intelligent, yes. Intelligent enough to what? Betray and manipulate. Nine of Swords. Cause anguish. Take hairlines. Right? Doing impetuous things, darling dears. So what is this Page of Swords want? They want some kind of progress with you, darling dears. They're watching your loyalty as you what? Progress on in life, darling dear. Sowing your seeds of infinite possibilities. They can't believe how you got your gangster on, darling dear. You're coming through as the Knight of Peace. You're conscientious. You're health conscious, darling dears. You're looking at the consciousness of your finances. You gave it what? Life. In the A&E, where they sent you, darling dear. You was like, clear. Boom. Yeah. And then again, your bag was full and replenished, darling dears. As you said, clear. Boom. Yeah. Reminds me of that thing that's going around on TikTok, where they put their purse and they're like, there's a whole lot of money in this mother. Well, you did that, and your bag was indeed fattened up. But you've got to shut up, big cat. You've got to shut up. You can't tell anyone anything. Your bag is your business, darling. Only between you and God. You're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles. Divine is still telling you to what? Block any what? Shoe shine man or woman, because you're going to have someone coming through with some kind of a scheme, some kind of contract they may want you to sign, darling dears. Again, you're going to have to drop down and get your eagle on, right? This is about you what? Doing the whole research, darling dears. Don't just take anyone on their word, not even me. Everything I say, you can research. We are keyboard gangsters. Fist bump. Good morning, Cheryl. Glad you could pop in. Yeah. Clear thinking. Eight of Swords in the reverse. You're no longer mentally entrapped by the situations that what was perpetrated against you. This is your mental matter, darling dears. Dropping down and getting your eagle on. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. The Eight of Swords speaks about being empowered, darling dear. Improvements in your circumstances. Why? Because you mentally saw the freedoms you could create for yourself. And it took a time. for you to what? Get yourself in good stead. Because you had to unlearn everything you knew from before, darling dears. You had to block out those that will keep you sick and to your bed, darling dear, with anxiety, feeling pressed, pumped, and perturbed. You had to stand your ground in challenging times, remembering that you stood alone, and now yet you are head and shoulders above. Why? You dared to what? Break generational curses. You was like a babe when you went into the unknown, but now you are the biggest, baddest cat I begs you be, greatest of all time, covered and protected by your ancestral team. The way your security is set up, darling dears, common sense is your go-to move. We've got what? 7, 8, and 9. Divine timing, darling dear. Let's clarify this 7 of Wands. Still watching everything. Pay attention to where the eyes are looking, darling dears. Current energy. This is Sputnik, the mouth breather with the children of the corn. They're watching you, your biggest haters, right? Your biggest adversaries. All they was until you came out. They're watching you, darling. They're trying to take note. Soon you'll be getting messages. Are you hiring? No! Because you're what? You're the CEO of minding your own business. No, you're not hiring. They've got to go and get their own company. Base of the deck, darling dear. No longer being able to be emotionally manipulated. They've seen that you've moved on from situations that were sent to break you, darling dears. But you always had the 2 of Cups. You understood if you stayed there too long, you would attract more of the same. You learned to master your emotions. It wasn't easy. The swords also speak about what? Counseling. You went for it, mate. You went for a lot of rigorous work to get through this season of the soul ties, darling dears. Being bound, kept in a cage, controlled, pulled about like taffy. Well, guess what? I told you they're watching. They're not only watching, they're obsessively jealous. Capricorn energy. Capricorn is what? Ruled by Saturn. Well, guess what? As they watch and continue to cast aspersion, right, on the door that the Most High has opened for you, or doors. This is what they're living with, the lack mentality, unable to sleep because you're winning. Love you too, darling dear. Message me when you get there. Let them watch. Removing yourself was extremely emotionally detrimental at that time, darling dear. But when you lay down in this bed of anxiety and stress and tension, you realized it was from situations outside of yourself, paradigms that other people put you in. You understood you stood alone, darling dears, in situations where you should have been protected. But you have to forgive that in order for divine, the Most High Father, God, Mother Isis, Mother Gaia, to continue to open new doors for you. But you have to remember, you can't go back. You've got a King of Wands. The King of Wands can be read 2 ways. The dig-dealing mattress backer, and it could also represent what? Somebody who is a go-getter. Somebody who what? Conceives, believes, and achieves. This is somebody who has the gift of the gab. Someone who loves the attention of others, darling. There are many. Give me some more. Where's my tiny cards? This king is iffy, black. Right next to the devil. Where's my tiny cards? Base of the deck. This King of Wands wants to come and help you with something, but they're a page. What do I want to help you with? What could it be? What are they praying? What's this King of Wands want? They want to invest in you, darling dear. Do you want that level of investment with this King of Wands? No, mate. There'll be lack of progress. So this person is a dick dealing mattress back, animal in a kitchen or Cuban heel, darling dears. Base of the deck. And your ancestral team has got them under wraps, mate. They're in the eye of the tiger, in the eye of the storm. Divine is always telling you, darling dears, it's about the journey. And along your journey, every time before you're about to be blessed or ascend to a new level of consciousness, darling dears, they have to come in. The mafia. But it's what bombs over Baghdad. They must find you obstreperous, darling. They have moved on from the cat you used to be, the one that didn't understand thyself. Yes, this person is entertaining. Yes, they look lovely, darling dear. Yes, they will be well dressed, smelling like a rose blood. But you have to remember, a rose comes with thorns. Stay single as far as this King of Wands is concerned. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I had to think for a moment. They had a brain fart, split the deck. This person will come to bring delays into your life. Make it. Is this a past person or is this someone new? One question at a time, case. Is this a past person? Yup. Two of Wands on its face. A toxic past person. Well, what about them? Why can't they stay in the Hades they created? Because you put up boundaries, darling dears. This is what's making them even more obsessed with you. Whatever boundaries you put into place is firing the obsession, darling dear. Base of the deck. King of Wands. They are stuck on you, darling dear. And they look, this particular card is present energy, but coming with past behavior, darling dears. So it's definitely a person from the past, male or female, darling dear. They're a bottom feeding Jezebel, right? A trippy talker, right? A hood looking alfalfa. And they're from the past and they want to bring you back to the past. They want to come and interrupt your space and time continuum. Good golly and gosh. I need a moment. I've got to take off my... I need a moment. Baby, I think this is a first. I've not had to rip off my spectacles before, blood. Oh, wow. I had to rip off my spectacles because I couldn't believe me eye chakras, mate. I had to recalibrate. Yeah. What about this page? Right. So we know it's someone from the past, right? Somebody who is a toxic trick. Someone who is trippy talker, darling dears. Someone who can't sleep, who is obsessively jealous with what you've got going on. This person has not changed because both kings are in the upright. It could even be two people that are trying to return to your situation, darling dear. Because your success is hitting different. Lacking progress in their life, darling dear. The partner that they chose, right, was the wrong partner. This is about them not taking the care. They got into situations that they didn't have to work for, darling dears. This was somebody or someone that got involved with offerings. Things were being offered to them, darling dear. But whatever's being offered to them at this moment in time, all eyes are still on you, page-like energy. This person is being verbally abusive and manipulative in a situation. They're on a slow burn as they clearly know that you're going places, buddy, and they can't come. Base of the deck. Oh, so much of their energy is coming through. Dick dealing mattress back, in and out energy. This is a toxic situation that was not on a smooth and even kill. Always in and out. And this person is a what? Heinous gossip. The amount of things they said to your back chakra, darling dears. If you get back with them, you'll be looking like the whole horse's ass. Pardon me, that was another spiritual belch because I speaks the truth roof. Pinkies up. Page of Swords. They see that you've learned new things. Possibly your block game, darling dears. What new things? You're no one's fool, darling dear. This is about you what? Breaking tradition. Daring to want a new beginning. And beginning, darling dears. Spirit of transformation. The Fool is represented by air as well as Uranus energy. You've evolved, darling dears. You've had nothing but progress, and divine is to reminding you to what? Host a rebellion, darling dear, a revolution. If they try to get back in, they must find you obstreperous, extremely noisy and difficult to handle. It also speaks about what? A partner, a younger partner. There's going to be an age difference in age, right? Everyone must be interviewed. I don't care who it is. I don't care how you may feel that your souls are aligned. It could be a lie. Pay attention to how you feel. Watch their actions. Always drop down and get your eagle on. This new beginning is for you, but not a new beginning in wickedness and tomfoolery. Base of the deck, darling dear. What did I say? You ain't nobody's fool, and this is toxic situations. This person wants to be in the mire. They are still what? Emotionally attached to you. Why? You're the cat that got away. You chewed off your proverbial foot. As far as they're concerned, you're the dog's bollocks, darling dear, as they watch you with your what? Steady progress, darling dears. Steady progress on your high horse. A union's coming towards you, darling. This goes to Four of Pentacles. Something that is going to be what? More to a better, more promoting a more mental health, more healthier mental health or a better standing. It also speaks about progress. Somebody's either bought a mobile home or they're going on a trip to view a home, darling dear. A new beginning for you. It could be a new business address. It also again speaks about what? Contracts being signed. Pay attention, darling dear. Don't be no dummy bat, right? And sign away your whole soul, right? To go and work in a toxic environment. Some of you are saying that you can handle it, darling dear, but this is the energy of a page. You won't have the what? Spiritual strength to hold up in a situation. That's not for you. And the Three of Pentacles also speaks about you do have loyalty coming through, darling dears, towards you. Some of you are going for what? Higher education, could be in the medical or the legal field, because we've got the Pentacles right next to the swords. Somebody's also looking for some kind of information, darling dear, about a partnership or a home. What kind of information about a partnership or a home? What does it pertain to? Okay, an older relative, darling dear, because the Empress could be a mother. You know, gender is fluid. A mother, a father, a grandfather. Somebody's about to misappropriate their funds, darling dear. Get away with it. Leave them out in the cold. Manipulating. There's some elderly abuse about to be afoot, darling dear, pertaining to a home. Remember I told you that. What about this loyalty that's coming towards the big cat? King of Cups. If you're going to get a king, darling dear, let it be the King of Cups. This is somebody who's mature, over the age of 35, darling dear. Somebody who's been through experiences, but this person is going to try and win your teamwork. Why? Because they're going to take their time. They're going to take their time, what, and want to adhere to your boundaries and your rules. So you better be what? A chatty cat, darling dear. You can say what you expect from people, darling dears, but you don't what? Give them a second chance. From you see the first hint of a red flag, they're out of there. You're the dog's bollocks, according to the King of Wands. Why the dog's bollocks? What's the dogs always shining, darling dear? They spend half their day licking their scrotums. Come on. That's their most prized possession, according to the King of Wands. The King of whomsoever that is, this person is a betrayer, and they are heartbroken. That black hole, and they want to come back. They're looking at your pictures, trying to manifest you back. And I told you, mirrors are portals. Have an obsidian a Christian. Oh, so they're coming with religious factors. I told you they've kidnapped Jesus. They've got Jesus in the boot of their car. I told you, with the chloroform and the duct tape. Yes. They didn't want the situation to end. They wanted the hamster wheel, and they're watching you. And some of them are what? They're still sexually attracted to you, darling. There's all of these ones. They want to come with helping hands to help you out your pantaloon and straight off your flip-flop. They want to slip you off your flip-flop of common sense. They didn't want the situation to end. This is Earth and at Saturn energy, darling dears. As well as the fixed signs of Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, and Aquarius. This person lacks true what? Spiritual knowledge. And they are watching, darling dear. They've got the money to pay the what? Mobile bill, darling dear, so they can keep on the internet. They've got to keep their what? Hillbilly investigations launched, darling dear. And what they're seeing about you, the progress that you've actually made, they're not liking it. They was waiting and hoping you'd fall. I told you somebody's waiting for your call. But guess what? As I said, this King of Cups is coming through. What's this already turned over? What you are seeking is seeking you, darling dear. A true partnership. This is somebody who manages their emotions, slow to speak. This is somebody who's what? Possibly what? An entrepreneur, built their own pentacles, darling dears. This is somebody who is what? Mentally above board, mate. They're not carrying other personalities. No, they don't have a Sybil thing going on. Remember Sybil? She had how many? 11 personalities, blood. Listen, 11 personalities. All because of her not mother. Base of the deck. This is a situation that you're going to be able to relax in, darling dear. And it's a situation that will give you more healing to the healing that you've already acquired. Split the deck and offer, darling dears. Coming to offer this cup, this king. But you have to be aware, darling dears, and use your intuition. Right on the 8 of Swords of the Skulldugger's page. I told you with the helping hands, they just want you out of your pantaloon and right off your flip-flop, right? And in the wacky races with them, straight to the mud hut in the crevice of the devil's balls. You better buff up your intuition, darling dear. The moon comes through with secrets. Secrets and lies. This is somebody who is what? Going through a season of debt. Them broke pocketers. They're going through a lot of financial debt as well as spiritual debt. And they feel left out of what you're getting great about. What's underneath that? Well, that's their business. You are being protected by your ancestral team. Temperance. You are an earth angel. You was a gift in that situation. Your energies, your light was what supposed to help heal their situations, darling dears. But yet they used your energies against you and tried to beat it down. Worked on your self-confidence, darling dear. But you managed to turn the situation around when you gave it to the Most High. You learned moderation and balance, darling dear. You learned what? Time management. You understand your time is not infinite, darling dear. Not on this Malkuth. True balance, darling dear. They want to come back, they, them, and but they're still involved with the horde. They're still the head villager of the village of the idiots. They're still involved with the horde. They're codependent, darling dear. And what did I just say about them being in debt? 9 of Pentacles on its face. They can't find a penny. They're what? Sofa divers. Looking for change, darling dear. Small change, right? A situation that you've already moved away from. Queen of Swords. You know this energy. This person will have you amongst many, darling. They're bleeding away your energies. Queen of Swords is somebody who has the wisdom of their experiences. Able to solve any issue. You're highly intelligent as well as what's spiritually gifted. Your words is law. You hold the sword of truth. And look at your mask. You've even cut out your eye holes, mate. They ain't fooling you. They're not. Yeah. Let's get another deck. Oh my gosh, we're at the 60. I told you I can be such a chatty cat. There was so much to unpack today, guys. Let's quickly go to one more deck. Maybe. This is the one that I couldn't find the other day. So we're gonna use this one. Keeping your circle tight and right, the grass low. Yes, yes, like it, love it. Further intel for the big cat. Yeah, the insecurity. They will play on your insecurities, or they did play on your insecurities, but you have to remember, rejection is God's protection. Divine also wants you to understand, not only did he give you one window, you've got two, darling dear. You're going to have the choice of two paths to follow. And each path is going to change your perception as you continue to isolate yourself and get great. This is moving in silence, darling dears. But you have to also remember law number 18. Full-on isolation is dangerous. You still have to go out onto the Malkuth, darling dears. You have to. Somebody wanted you to be a prisoner. They tried to isolate you and change your perspective on your own self. They didn't want you to know your worth. Didn't know that you was a divine being having a human experience. This is why God was so tricky and hid inside all of us. Your transformation season is afoot. Base of your deck, darling dear. And don't be impatient. You have to learn to walk before you can run. And again, the ladder shows what? The ascension. Whatever you're reaching for, divine is about to gift it unto thee. But patience is a virtue. What does Kipper say about the rejection? Oh, Kipper ain't ramping. A lying liar. Where they wore what? A mask and no condom. And they're involved with a Jezebel spirit. They put attachments on them, mate. Base of the deck. You're mature. They try to work on your insecurities. But that work they did on you, darling dear, was the best lesson you could have ever had. It made you realize whom you are. And again, it's the energy of the six. What? The Gemini, darling dear, the lovers. Right partnership and balance, darling dear. And finding that you what? Focusing on your goals, your ambitions. You're winning, darling dear. What about this isolation? What does Kipper say about the isolation? Listen, leave them where they are, blood. Leave them where they are. We don't go back for marauders. Remember in horror films, when you go back to save Charlie, who went into the basement after we said we ain't going into the basement, you'll get your own shit effed up. Let them sit and wonder and worry and watch about which doors and windows have been opened for you, darling dear. They are pressed.com, perturbed.com. And all they can do is think about you. Wow. Look what fell out. Somebody's trying to change their address. They're imprisoned with what? I was about to say a rat fink. And guess what fell out? The number 2 feminine, darling dear. A rose that comes with thorns. Yeah. They feel locked up, darling dear, and they're wanting change in their life. They're trying to isolate themselves from a situation that they brought into their own life. The 20 is the judgment of it all. An X, darling dear. It's an X. The deeper we go into the woods, the more interested in the trees, and then these trees non-stop talk up the ting them. What about the perception? What do you say about the perception, Kipper? Whatever you conceive, believe, you shall achieve. Remember I told you that. Change your perception. We've already got the what? The Mars and the Gemini tasking us to what? Step back and take a bigger look at the projects that you are working on, what you're working towards, darling dears, because great fortune favors the brave, and the dull yellow is the envious eyes of the mouth breathers, darling dear, going through karma. What they wanted for you. Can't you see your open window? They can't even see your crack. You've already disappeared over your horizon of infinite possibilities. Wow. What about this impatience? You keep your expectations high, darling dear. Stop being impatient. Divine timing is afoot. You've already seen the blank rune. Don't push it. Don't push it. You can't force God to act before God wants to. Continue to focus your eyes on your distant horizons. Those chains and anchors of the past have no power over you. The 3 and the 6 goes to what? A 9. When they ate you, we 9 them. Hermit kind of a stylee. 111 in the chat. Manifestation mode, darling dears. You're about to be gifted. Be prepared for the incoming, darling dear. And look at the shadow ones in the background. 17 is what? The star card, Aquarius energy. I effing all what you've got going on. Wanting to know what you've got going on. Well, you do know that anchor was attached to what? Gift wrap shit, darling dear. Fresh is naive, shining in the sunlight. Well, guess what? You ain't no dummy bat. You ain't going back. You're answering the call, the message. And again, it goes back to some kind of a contract is about to be delivered unto thee for your determination, your drive. And the 7 is what? Chariot energy, Cancer energy. It speaks about forward movement, progress, a journey. Some of you may even be what? Signing up for what? A trip on the Iron Bird, whatever it is. I love saying that word. Phoenix Sky Harbor International Airport, darling dears. Love it. Some of you are signing up for something so special, but it's what you deserve. Your hard works, your efforts, every one of those soul tears you cried, your ancestors. Counted them. Remember I told you that? And never you forget, you have a King of Cups coming towards you. You had to kiss many a frog, and you'll tell no one. I don't know that person. Listen, you get your Mariah Carey on. This is your coming out party. Are you going to wear a ball gown? But remember, whatever you put on, darling dear, have your flip-flops well and truly secured. On that note, I drops me mic. Toddle over to my Teesprings, toddle over to my Patreon, or simply come back here. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Many men, yeah. And don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Always drop down and get your eagle on, big cat. You take the time to find out shit and you will feel it in your solar plexus, whether it's true or not. Pay attention to the signs and the signals. You've got the blank room. Divine is about to give you a gift, darling dear. Something that you've been working towards. Something that you had to stand your ground on. Something that you had to stand and walk alone with and through, darling dear. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Big cat wave. Until we meet on these tarot streets again. Namaste, big cat. Namaste. Cat, cat. Cat, cat.